I love Trump. Let's go. Let's go, Trump.
I'm a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? I've been Democrat for years. But she ain't making sense to me, you know? She gotta make sense to me. She ain't made no sense. She ain't made her policies foundation. She ain't made it strong enough, so I don't mess with her. I hope Trump wins.
Vote for Trump.
Look at that.
Trump 2024. I already voted.
Yeah.
Look, man.
You voted Trump.
I voted Trump. You know I voted Trump, man.
Back before Donald Trump ran for president, we all wanted to be like him. And if you say different, you a lie.
So it's no mystery that Kamala Harris is underperforming massively with the black voters, specifically black men. That's why you have Barack Obama coming out and insulting and shaming black men into voting for Kamala Harris, saying that if they don't, it's because they're misogynistic. Not because everything's much more expensive, not because of illegal immigration being a serious problem, specifically in black neighborhoods. In Chicago, I believe, a school in a black neighborhood that was previously closed because of lack of funding was actually reopened to house illegal immigrants. So black people are seeing this. They're getting betrayed by the Democratic Party, getting put on the back burner again when they have religiously voted for this party for like the past 60 years. So in an effort to rectify this narrative, Kamala Harris did this awkward and cringy PR move where she visited a black barber shop, and this is how it went.
Tell me the characters you're writing.
So right now we are doing this kind of death of a cowboy type thing. Death is kind of going through a midlife crisis. We're trying to hit through issues that people have in real life.
Yeah, right.
Everybody feels lonely. Everybody feels like just things aren't going your way. And when you look around the way that society is being constructed, the way that it's just everything is so against you. No matter who you are, you're gonna have to hit the same roadblocks in life. And we wanna make so that everybody feels connected in that, because you can relate to that deep feeling regardless of who you are.
She looks so cringy, so out of place there, so uninterested with what they have going on. She's there like, oh, I can't believe I really have to be there to make it seem like black men really support me. And of course her team isn't gonna pick a barbershop where everyone is adversarial to her. They're gonna pick a barbershop and people who are favorable, because it doesn't do them any benefit to try to post this PR stunt and everybody's just grilling her and telling her how they actually feel. But Benny Johnson does this great street interview where he goes into the hood and he's talking to people about how they truly feel about Trump or Kamala. And it's not surprising. It's what I've been saying. It's what everybody's been saying. No one is rocking with her, and the enthusiasm for her is not real. Watch what they say.
We not voting Trump because it's a racist situation. We voting Trump because we believe in the South and our gun rights, right? I'm pro-life. I think inflation was under control during Trump. It's time for America to get back to being great.
I already voted.
Yeah.
Look, man.
You voted Trump.
I voted Trump. You know I voted Trump, man. Who better than to run a country than a business, man? When a country of business, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't want to see that woman in office at all. Not because she's a woman, just because of her track history. I'm saying she done locked up too many black men as a prosecutor, so she'll never get my vote. I'm Trump all day. I own a black truck company. Anybody voting for Trump, call me. Free rides to the voting booth if you voting for Trump. If you voting for Kamala, I'm charging you extra.
Sir, was your life better when Trump was president?
Oh, yeah, it was better when he was the president. It wasn't better when Democrat was the president. Joe Biden or all Obama. No, they ain't no good, man. I'm telling you now, Trump is the good.
And there you go. Black Americans are fed up with how the Democratic Party is treating them. When you get out and you talk to real people, the issues that they care about are all things that Kamala Harris has made worse for them, has made more difficult for them. So it's no surprise that they're finally starting to look at the Republican Party as an alternative solution. And it's no surprise that she's struggling with men in general when her running mate Tim Walz speaks about men and speaks to them like this. Watch.
And I'm going to speak to a minute for the guys that are here. My pro tip of the day for the guys, which it's obvious many of these guys already figured it out, is if you want to have things work well for you in life, surround yourself with smart women and listen to them. That's what you do, and listen to them.
God, it's so embarrassing, this clueless, dumb, sitcom dad persona that Tim Walz is playing and telling men that they need to behave and think like him. It's no wonder that that's turning male voters off. Men love their women. They love protecting and caring for their women. But they don't need Tim Walz to tell them that they're so dumb, they're so stupid that if they want to succeed, the best way to do that is get a woman to tell you what to do and then you follow her. This beta male, little puppy dog, follow your woman around and look to her for all the answers isn't landing with men. And it's not misogyny. We all know women are smart and capable. It's that they're trying to tell men that the best version of a man is this soft, submissive, beta male style guy, and men just aren't responding positively to that. Why would they? I mean, just look at this next clip. You have one of Kamala Harris's surrogates, Mark Cuban, looking like a total soy boy, explaining how much enthusiasm, how much excitement, how much energy there is surrounding Kamala Harris and how she's going to win easily. Watch.
You've been out there campaigning with Kamala Harris. How's it looking? Is she going to win?
I think so, for sure. I mean, when you go to one of her campaigns, she is just a dynamic speaker. I mean, the crowd is engaged. The energy is off the charts. I mean, if that's any indication, she's going to win easily.
What did you think of Harris when she was running for president the first time around, 2019?
I think I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. But look, when you...
But you know the position she took. She was a Medicare for all. It was a Green New Deal.
But she was representing the state of California. You can call it the People's Republic of California, right? And so when you have a far left state, you know, you're gonna do what those your citizens want. When you're representing the United States of America, it's a much broader and
But she took those positions when she was starting to run for president.
I get that. You know, I get that. But here's where we are now. That was not a very long-lived run, and I think she learned the hard way that certain.
Do you think she believed that stuff, or was she doing it to run?
I think she believed it for sure. But you know, I mean, look, she has to speak for herself in those things.
I don't know about her policies. Maybe she changed her mind. You'd have to ask her. No, she's not authentic. We don't know what she believes. And no matter how much you try to tell us that we should, or we're bad if we don't, we're not going to be voting for her. And you guys already know, I'm not a big fan of polls. I go out and I talk to real people, and I see what real people think. But this newest poll that just came out is not looking good for Kamala at all. Watch.
This race is incredibly tight in the home stretch.
Yeah, absolutely, Kristen. One thing we have noticed in the last couple of days, this is not all of the polls that are out there now, but we have seen a number, 4 in the last 4 days, that have shown very small, but in the context of this close race, potentially meaningful movement in Trump's direction. I don't want to overstate it, but at the same time, it's hard to ignore these 4. The CNBC poll came out the other day, has Trump ahead by 2. The Wall Street Journal poll, Trump ahead by 3. These are national numbers. Siena and the New York Times, a tied race. CNN, a tied race. The significance here is broader movement. Again, we're seeing in Trump's direction.
Again, I'm not a fan of polls, and I don't look to polls to discern what's going to happen or what I think the outcome of is going to be of this election. But what is actually true is that Trump always underperforms in the polls. Whether it was 2016 or 2020, Trump regularly underperforms in the polls. So if you have polls that are saying that he's ahead, what you really should take from that is that he's massively ahead. And it goes back to the same thing that I said. Trump is going to win the election. It's been that way. But after Kamala's disastrous performances in interviews, debates, it's just been solidified for a while now. So if you guys haven't seen my video on why I know Trump is going to win the election, it's going to come on screen now. Make sure you guys check it out. I provide some great insight on why I know this is going to happen, and it'll give you a lot of confidence that this election is in the bag for Donald Trump. See you in the next one.